Enough that by the holidays, chains are back to less overstock and fewer discounts. If we do our part.
The death of the consumer has been greatly exaggerated.
Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Business for KCBS.
7:28 on this Sunday morning. Let's get a check of our traffic. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning, Lisa. It remains very, very quiet out there. You're not going to find much that does slow you down. Of course, we're paying attention to Sonoma. The NASCAR is in town at Sonoma Raceway, 37-121. 37 brilliant right now. 121 we see more volume, but still overall very, very light right now, and we'll continue to pay attention to that. Elsewhere in the North Bay, not seeing any signs of slowdown. Same story for East Bay, San Francisco, the Peninsula, South Bay. But as always, if you do see anything out there, let us know on Twitter at KCBS AM FM Traffic. Your next update, 7:38 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
And taking a look at your weather forecast for today, it's going to be cooler and sunny. There will be a return of coastal fog. Highs will mostly be in the 60s to mid-80s, a slight chance of rain in the North Bay. Tomorrow through Thursday, warming back up a little and reaching the 90s, bayside and inland, mostly clear, sunny skies. Friday and Saturday, temperatures will cool down a bit. By Friday and Saturday, sunny and clear across the Bay Area, highs mostly in the lower to mid-70s. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740, KCBS.
You can listen to KCBS's live and local news coverage anytime, anywhere with the Odyssey app. Get the latest breaking news, traffic updates, weather reports, and more with the press of a button. It's just 2 steps. Download the free Odyssey app and favorite KCBS radio. Now you can listen to KCBS on your phone, computer, or smart speaker with the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY. Sponsored by Comcast Business, keeping businesses ready for what's next, powering possibilities.
Matters to you, around the Bay, around the world, around the clock. All News 106.9 and AM 740, KCBS.
It is Sunday, June 12th, 2022, coming up on KCBS.
I'm Jeffrey Shao. 1 in 5 people who get COVID-19 suffer with symptoms that can last for months.
We really don't know why this happens yet.
And it's time to stop and smell the lavender in Sonoma County. And Lisa Chan, KCBS News Time, 731.
CBS News Brief.
When will we as Americans no longer stand tacitly by?
Darnell Whitfield Jr., one of many speakers at the March for Our Lives protest against gun violence. That protest in Washington, D.C., one of hundreds nationwide. This is the 6th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shootings that killed 49 people and injured 53.
The agony of another anniversary is amplified by the recent mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde.
It's really triggering. It forces us back to those early days.
There will be a remembrance here at the Pulse Center of Memorial tonight. Club owner and One Pulse Foundation founder Barbara Polis says her message will be a positive one.
Continue to respond with love.
CBS's Peter King. 31 members of the white supremacist group Patriot Front arrested near an Idaho Pride event.
The quote that we received through dispatch was, "It looked like a little army that was loading up into the vehicle."
That's Coeur d'Alene Police Chief Lee White. CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenya.
KCBS News Time, 732. Researchers at Ohio State University say they have determined 1 in 5 people infected with COVID-19 go on to suffer with long COVID, and their often debilitating symptoms can linger for months. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub has more.
Aaron Freiberg is assistant professor at the Ohio State University Wexler Medical Center, where he is co-leader of the highly specialized post-COVID recovery program. He says long COVID is widespread.
There are a lot of things that a lot of people have. Shortness of breath is very common. Joint pain, chest pain, brain fog, or problems with memory or thinking, depression and anxiety.
Freiberg says long COVID is elusive.
We really don't know why this happens yet.
Critically, he says his team are disseminating information to doctors and healthcare systems about what they've learned, what limited treatments are available. But
it can be really tough. I think for those of us who are seeing a lot of this, and I'm privileged in that way. I get to take care of these folks very often, and so I've become very familiar with sort of how it looks and what kinds of symptoms they have. But for a lot of folks where maybe their doctor hasn't seen this before or isn't as familiar or comfortable with managing it.
The CDC says people who are unvaccinated against COVID-19 and become infected may be at a higher risk of developing post COVID conditions compared to those who have been vaccinated. Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
You take a fast test for COVID-19. If it says you're not infected, should you trust it? Here's more from Odyssey reporter Craig Feiner with KNX.
People infected with COVID, especially Omicron, are more likely to get a false negative when taking a nasal swab COVID rapid test. Dr. Peter Chinhog, UC San Francisco, tells KNX there is evidence that COVID variants need more time in the body before a rapid test will pick it up.
Having a negative test in the era of Omicron is not a go pass. And in an era of vaccination, a lot of people have a primed immune system. When it sees just one or two viruses, it reactivates very quickly. There's a fast reflex. So you start to feel sick before the virus is in sufficient quantities to be detected by the antigen test.
Suspect you have COVID. He says the makers of rapid tests recommend testing at least twice over 3 days' time.
And that was Odyssey reporter Craig Feiner with KNX. Police in South San Francisco have arrested a man suspected of stabbing a utility worker on Saturday morning. 30-year-old Nike Nord Cortez is suspected of approaching a utility worker in the 900 block of Antoinette Lane at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. Then Cortez allegedly stabbed the worker in the neck and fled into a nearby apartment unit. Cortez was arrested on suspicion of attempted homicide and booked into the San Mateo County Jail.
Is tough coaching now toxic? There's an expectation that you always have to be performing well.
There's a point where you hate your coach because they're hammering you so hard and you're so exhausted.
What was acceptable 20 years ago isn't acceptable now.
I'm Holly Kwong. Hear that story during your morning commute tomorrow, right here on the Bay Area's #1 news station, KCBS. Working from home? Tell your smart speaker to play KCBS Radio.
A ballot initiative in Oregon would require permits to purchase firearms and ban large-capacity magazines. Oregon is the only state in America with a gun safety initiative underway for the November ballot. If the initiative gets on the ballot and it passes, anyone wanting to acquire a firearm would first have to get a permit valid for 5 years from local law enforcement after completing safety training, passing a criminal background check, and meeting other requirements. Traffic and weather coming up in 2 minutes.
You and your loved ones deserve an outdoor space that makes you smile, not cringe. As your #1 designer and installer of elegant outdoor living systems, System Pavers has helped more than 80,000 homeowners create outdoor spaces they love coming home to every day. And you're next. Let System Pavers help create a view you can proudly share with friends and family for generations. We'll even kickstart your outdoor remodel with free demolition and removal of your old hardscape. Contact us right now to save up to thousands with this limited time offer. Plus, take advantage of special financing. Call 800-PAVE-004 or visit SystemPavers.com today to get started. From welcoming guests with a gorgeous new driveway to dinner on the patio or wine by the fire pit, it all begins by calling System Pavers at 800-PAVE-004. That's 800-PAVE-004 or visit SystemPavers.com right now.
All orders must be placed by June 30th. Financing subject to credit approval. See website for details. Contractor's license 661575.
Your groceries, your clothes, your electronics. You can buy everything else online. Why not buy a brand new car? Hey, it's Sean O'Grant, and I can only be talking about our exclusive no-brainer checkout from DGDG. The online car buying experience that's, well, a no-brainer. You can do it all. Get third-party price validation. Get a Kelley Blue Book trade-in value. Get loan pre-approval. Even customize your lease, finance, or purchase options. From start to finish, the entire car buying process is all online.
So I can buy a brand new car online?
You most certainly can. Spend less time at the dealership and more time enjoying your brand new ride. Shop online, buy online. Join over 300,000 happy car buyers and experience the fast, easy, and hassle-free way to buy a car with our exclusive no-brainer checkout. Only at DGDG.
7:38. Let's get a check of traffic. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning, Lisa. We are still looking at a very, very quiet Bay Area this morning. We'll start off on your drive out of Tracy this time, 580 westbound through Livermore into the Dublin interchange. Take a right-hand turn and head north on 680 through Danville into Walnut Creek. Everything looking fine. If you hop westbound on 24, taking that through Lafayette or into the Caldecott tunnels into Oakland, everything is going to be pristine in terms of your drive time. Nothing to slow you down. If you take the upper deck of the Bay Bridge into San Francisco, you will remain at the speed limit. North across the Golden Gate Bridge, 101 into the North Bay. Again, everything looking great. Our only little sign of slowing is at that intersection of 121 and 37 in Sonoma. NASCAR is at Sonoma Raceway today. So as we get later and later into the day, that is going to be a more popular spot. Right now, 121, just seeing a little bit of slowdown. 37 both directions, still wide open. Your next update, 748 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
And taking a look at your weather for today, it is going to be sunny but cooler than yesterday. Highs in the 60s to mid-80s, a slight chance of rain in the North Bay. Then tomorrow through Thursday, warming up a bit from Monday through Thursday, reaching the 90s Bayside and inland, mostly clear, sunny skies Friday and Saturday. Temperatures will cool down a bit, sunny and clear though across the Bay Area. And your expected highs for today. San Jose is going to hit 80 degrees, San Francisco 70, Oakland 76, Concord 90, Mountain View 75, Redwood City 78, San Rafael 80 degrees, and Morgan Hill will hit 82 degrees. Traffic and weather together on the 8s on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
The people at European Sleepworks realize that your mattress is very important to your overall health. They choose components based on performance and durability, not just looks and profits. They strive to solve problems that affect your sleep. They sell with you in mind, guiding you to the best match for your body and wallet. European Sleepworks at Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley, or online at sleepworks.com. That's sleepworks.com.
Your home is a one-of-a-kind piece of art, a palette of design elements reflecting your personal aesthetic and functional needs. For over 20 years, All Natural Stone's exclusive collection of luxury tile, exotic and specialty natural stone, and masterfully engineered porcelain has been transforming homes into pieces of livable art. Visit one of All Natural Stone's 4 Bay Area showrooms in Berkeley, Dublin, Burlingame, San Jose, or at allnaturalstone.com and find your inspiration. You can dine in art, entertain in art, bathe in art, lounge in art, relax in art. You can live in art.
Stay cool this summer with AC Pro Refrigerant and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get a $15 O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card after mail-in rebate, plus earn double O Rewards points with the purchase of select AC Pro Refrigerant products. Beat the heat before you hit the road with AC Pro Refrigerant at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Nature Valley has helped restore access to 10,000 miles of national park trails, and we're on our way to restoring even more, because every mile is a new memory. Life happens out there. Nature Valley.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
KCBS News Time, 7:42. Tourists from all over come to Sonoma County each June to see and smell the lavender. And as KCBS's Megan Goldsby reports, the best time to take it in is right now.
When it comes to aromas in the workplace, there are a few folks to be jealous of. Pastry chefs, florists, and Rick Wallenstein and his wife Joanne, who own Lavender Bee Farm outside Petaluma.
Both my wife and I and our workers, we enjoy being outside. And when you're working around lavender,